Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today I have another 30 years anniversary edition of on my cask. It's Moscatel cask finish from Tullibardine in the Murray series, and it's from 2008 distilled and bottled 2023, so I can calculate that is 15 years, 46% ABV. And I've talked a lot about the Tullibardine distillery in my last video, or there is the distillery video, and yeah, that distillery was just a very, very nice distillery. Although I'd really like to visit them again, because when I visited them, they were actually, I don't want to say under construction. They were at a turmoil, I would say. They just had a new building built with a new cooperage, and I think the cooper, I'm not quite sure if he was new or he was just getting kind of an upgrade to his job. Before he was just looking after casks, and now he was really rejuvenating casks, trading in casks. I'm not quite sure if he was just a cooper or more like a warehouse manager. And yeah, the beauty about Tullibardine is they do have newer stuff. I think they now brought out the Tullibardine 15, and was it 15? Not quite sure. Yeah, but anyway, they do have a stock of, let's say, lower to medium ages, and then they do have really old ages as well. There is Tullibardine 50-year-old and all that kind of stuff before they were closed. So we've seen a cask that was lying down. It was a lying cask, and at the very top there was one stave that was really broken. And it had 50 years old whiskey in there, so it was like, yeah, this cask is like, I don't know, a few millions worth, and yeah, that one stave is really broken, so the master cooper himself will come there and carry out the operation. Like, okay, yeah, or maybe they just think about, okay, they just get a hose and just siphon it all off and just bury the cask and give it a bury in the backyard. Because yeah, if that's 50-year-old whiskey in there, probably the cask has been used before. It's probably I don't know, 60-year-old cask or 70-year-old cask. It can't be that old, as the distillery was opened in 1949, or at least that's when they first distilled. Yeah. So let's have a look. Moscatel is the third biggest fortified wine from Portugal, after, what was it, port wine and Madeira. So they have a huge tradition and nice fruitiness. Yeah, I'm not that into all these fortified wines, so I'm not well versatized, but it's like these fortified wines usually are nicely fruity. Depends on how much fresh and how much oxidized fruits in there. This one is I would say sweet fresh fruits as well, so it really feels a little bit like the triple wood we had last time, except a bit more straightforward into the peaches and the apricot. And strangely enough, also a little bit of a cask flavor, I would say. Not bourbon cask, because it's there's no bourbon cask in there, but it's I know it has bourbon cask in there. It's a finish. It's a Moscatel cask finish. So yeah, maybe a bit of vanilla and caramel from the bourbon cask as well, and then a nice fresh fruitiness. Strangely enough, a little bit rounder than the last one. The last one was a bit more attacking. This one is a bit more rounder and a little bit more creamy. Still has a bit of fresh fruitiness to it, like a bit of orange, not as fresh as citrus, lemons, but apricots, peaches, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of vanilla in there. Sweet, floral, a nice one. It's very demanding, and yeah, the sweetness is a bit higher than I expected, and I like it. It really yearns a little bit for another sip, so it's a bit dangerous to have it as a nice evening where you just sip it on the side and you don't realize how much you're drinking. So, nice. I like it. Yeah. So this one is now just Moscatel. The other one was the triple. So this one, if you're like an intermediate user or connoisseur of whiskey, then this is a nice contrast, because you have similar maturations, whereas the one has 3 in them, the triple wood, and one has one of these ingredients, so you can kind of feel what the ingredient of the other one tastes like. They are small batch, so they are 1,500, so that means yeah, we have very few casks, and so probably the same kind of casks that has been used for the Moscatel will be in the Murray triple wood as well. So yeah, if you're interested in the Tullibardine or in any Tullibardine, we do have them on Whisky.com, and they have quite a big range. So have a look at Whisky.com. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.